And just bear with us, we will have it up and running in a minute.
We really appreciate your hard work, dedication, and charitable act. Thank you again, and have a nice evening.
Now our Executive Director, Mr. Shahid Khan, will be sharing his greetings with us this evening.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I would like to also thank all of our donors, volunteers, staff members for their hard work and dedication. It is by their tireless effort that we are able to complete our projects and serve the community. Again, thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.
The current board of directors, they are doing fabulous job. The impressive work carried out by Muslim Welfare Canada in Pakistan speaks for itself. Be it village development, disaster relief, Qurbani, water exploration, or support a child, this organization is everywhere in Pakistan. I would once again thank Muslim Welfare Canada for the support and assistance carried out by this organization in Canada as well as Pakistan. Thank you, Muslim Welfare Canada. Assalamu alaikum.
Next, we would like to call up the Minister of Seniors and Accessibility, Dr. Raymond Cho. He's no stranger to the Muslim Welfare of Canada, and we call him our ambassador, as he's been a big supporter and help over the years. We'd also like to call out MPP of Scarborough Rouge Park, Vijay Kanagasulam.
Salam alaikum. So nice to see so many people. Really exciting evening. I'm still standing with my colleague, MPP Vijay Thanisangalam from Scarborough Rouge Park. Right. We are very, very happy to bring greetings from the Ontario government and our Premier, Doug Ford. Also, I have my Chief of Staff, Harachanesian. I don't know whether, oh, it's right here, it's taking picture. You know, I'm here to say thank you to everyone in this hall. I have a real title beside the Minister for Seniors, Accessibility. I am the ambassador of Muslim Welfare Center. And I grew up with the Muslim Welfare Center. You know, I'm very proud of Christian myself, but my mentor is Muslim. Major Abbas Ali and his lovely wife. It's a real honor that I call myself a friend to Major Abbas Ali, and we work together. What a wonderful leader. Just one person. You know, he was preaching service to humanity, service to Allah. It's not just preaching. He has practiced. See what happened today. I have never seen one organization helping so many people, not just the Muslim. You know, I like to take this opportunity to thank Muslim Welfare Center. Over the years, I've been helping the North Korean refugees. And the Muslim Welfare Center, they brought many times food basket for these refugees. I'm so glad we have so many police. When we have the Ramadan project, fill the backpack, so many police can help them. When we have I think it's Thursday or Wednesday, we have a free lunches serving for needy seniors at the table. So many police come out and serving policemen and women as a waiter, waitress. And I could go on and on. What a great work the Muslim Welfare Center is doing. And the other day, the senior staff from Muslim Welfare Center came to see me. Now they are planning to build the long-term care bed for the seniors. And they say, well, Minister, we need your help. Of course, I'm your ambassador. But they cannot do alone. I'm saying that everybody in this room, when you do fundraising for the long-term care, please help them. Muslim Welfare Center, they could do a great job because of people like you. You've been helping as a sponsor, as a volunteer, and I just beg you, and I'm sure they'll do great work, right? Now, I'm not just a title ambassador. I was very influenced by Major Abbas Ali. For example, they've been building the pumping wells in rural Pakistan area. And over the years, when I have a birthday, instead of a birthday party, I made one pump donation. When we had a wedding anniversary, we donated 2 pumping wells for me and my wife. So over the years, I think I donated more than 15 pumping wells. Just to give you an example. You know, when we work together, we could achieve great for a better society. And I could go on and on. And well, I have to let my colleagues say a few words. Tomorrow morning I have to get up so early, so I cannot stay the whole evening, but have a great evening. Thank you so much. Inshallah.
Go in the middle, we're going to take a picture.
Good evening, everyone. It is my absolute pleasure to have the invitation to attend this annual dinner. I want to extend my sincere congratulations to Muslim Welfare Canada for their fight against poverty through services and donations for food banks, shelter, healthcare, and through many other amazing initiatives. I take pride in attending Fill the Backpack event, Malvern Meets event, and I will continue and looking forward to attending these events in the future. I want to thank all the board members, staff, and all the volunteers for their time, effort, and energy. At this point, I kindly would like to request the President, Executive Director, and Fareesh to please come forward to receive the goodies on behalf of Minister Raymond Cho and myself. Thank you so much.
Just stay on stage. We will now be showing a video on Muslim Welfare Canada's food programs. We are committed to tackling the hunger and food crisis in this country with our various projects.
This year, Muslim Welfare Canada launched MWC Food, an all-encompassing fund comprising of the community programs and initiatives you have loved and supported for over 2 decades. Since our inception, combating food insecurity has been the driving force behind many of our programs, enabling us to be in the front line of the fight against hunger in Canada. Each month, 850,000 people in Canada turn to food banks for assistance. We think that's 850,000 people too many. By donating to our national food banks, Project Ramadan, Seniors Meals on Wheels, and other programs, you have helped provide meals to people across the Greater Toronto Area, Mississauga, Whitby, Hamilton, Ottawa, Montreal, Inuvik in the Northwest Territories, and Iqaluit in Nunavut. Last year, Muslim Welfare Canada launched Second Arctic Food Bank in Nunavut to help serve our friends in the North. With 46.8% of households in the Northwest Territories being food insecure, Nunavut has the highest prevalence of food insecurity of all the provinces and territories. Thanks to your support, MWC continues to provide assistance to communities in need, narrowing the hunger gap within our country.
MPP Dolly Begum from Scarborough Southwest. She will be reading the greetings from Honorable Andrea Horwath, the leader of the official opposition party. As you know, Andrea was here last year and unfortunately cannot be here today. She is a tireless supporter of Muslim Welfare Canada and all of our programs.
It is an absolute honor for me to be here today. I'm so pleased to join you this evening to bring you greetings on behalf of Andrea Horwath, the leader of the Ontario's New Democratic Party. I'm joined here by MPP Rima Burns-McGowan from Beaches East York and MPP Faisal Hassan, MPP for York Southwestern. We are fortunate to live in a province with an incredible diversity of peoples. From the Haudenosaunee, the Anishinaabe, the Wendat, the Métis, and the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, on whose traditional territory we're meeting tonight. We're all proud to join you at the annual appreciation dinner and celebrating an amazing milestone, 26 years of the Muslim Welfare Canada. For 26 years, you have given selflessly, providing exceptional service not just to the Muslim community, but to everyone who is in need, including marginalized communities and indigenous communities. Since Major Muhammad Abbas Ali and his wife Sarwar Jahan Begum founded this organization in 1993, the Muslim Welfare Canada has been a beacon of hope in a number of communities. You have shared food, housing, and clothing with those who are struggling. You have fostered partnerships and collaborated with community organizations in Scarborough, Durham, Mississauga, Toronto, and many more, building bridges across communities throughout our province, territories, our country. You have even expanded your important work beyond our nation's borders, with disaster relief and rebuilding efforts across the globe, helping families in need get food, water, shelter, and education. But perhaps most importantly, you have always led by example, challenging each of us as families, as community members, as human beings, to compassionately help others in need. Regardless of where they're from, your dedication to maintaining a positive, inclusive space for volunteers, staff, and community members, and I have seen this firsthand, is at the heart of your work, which makes all of this possible. I have had the opportunity to participate in the efforts of the Center firsthand and to witness your hard work and dedication. And just like so many families across Ontario and Canada and the world, I'm certain that we need Muslim Welfare Canada to continue to stay strong. Because Muslim Welfare Canada's done work that has not only helped people, but also portrayed the Muslim community to Canada in the way, using the pillar of charity in a significant way that many other organizations might not be able to. And the reason I say how significant this is because of the rising hate and Islamophobia we have, especially towards the Muslim community. And the way you have portrayed, especially something that I believe Mr. Abbas Ali Khan would have wanted us to do. The way we're portraying the Muslim community when it comes to sharing with the rest of the population in this nation has done a tremendous job. And today that need seems greater than ever. I know that the center and everyone here will rise to that occasion and remind us that service to humanity is indeed service to God. This is how we promote understanding of growth and how we show that our diversity, as we practice every single day, is our greatest strength, and how we push back against the rising tide of Islamophobia and hate, and by reaching out, helping those in need, and standing up for each other. And I am proud to say that my colleague MPP Rima Burns-McGowan recently tabled a bill in the House, Bill 83, to proclaim January 29th a day of remembrance against Islamophobia, which has been unanimously, which has passed unanimously in the House of Parliament in Ontario, and just needs to be enacted into law. And I cannot ask how important this is for all of you. If you have the chance to reach out to your member of provincial parliament, to make that one last push so that it does become enacted into law and that we can practice that. The Centre has always shown us a better way forward, and that this Centre is a testament to the dedication, the resilience, and the incredible hard work of each of you here tonight. And that goes from staff to volunteers to every single one of you that I've met during the times, whether it was the backpacking event, the Ramadan event. One of the greatest part that we have, and I think when I was campaigning at each door, sometimes as a Muslim woman, I would face certain questions. And one of the best things I told myself was, if someone hurts you, you give them a cookie, so you act generously. And if you believe that we ourselves, our bodies will return to God, then what is the wealth that we have? And it's so incredible that the people here, the volunteers here, really show humility to another level. I am so incredibly proud of each of the organizations, the police service, all of you who have dedicated your time and effort to the Muslim Welfare Canada. Thank you so much, and a big round of applause for the police department and everyone who has been working together, and all the donors. And the thousands of people that have helped Muslim Welfare Canada for what it is today. Tonight, I want you to know that New Democrats are with you every single step of the way. We stand with Ontario's Muslim communities in the fight against Islamophobia, hate, and racism. And as a Muslim Canadian sitting in the provincial legislature, I cannot tell you how important that is. And we are proud to stand with you and celebrate with you and your service to humanity. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum, and enjoy the evening.
Many of you are familiar with, that is Faraz Aziz, our Special Projects Manager of Muslim Welfare Canada, to give the awards for the supporters and donors of Muslim Welfare Canada's food programs. Please give him a warm welcome.
So there are a number of folks we'd like to acknowledge. We're going to try to do this in an orderly fashion, not break the stage. And this is all about food. So as you can all appreciate, when you look around the room, we have some incredible supporters, donors, volunteers. Big round of applause for volunteers, guys. Well, that's not big enough. We need a big round of applause for volunteers. Thank you. As you know, volunteerism is the lifeblood of any charity, and in fact, probably many non-charities as well. So there are a number of people we want to recognize. So what I will try to do is make this orderly. We've got the lovely, our version of Vanna White. We've got those of you who've seen the Sony Pakistan TV. Sister Jamie is here. She's going to facilitate the awards for us. And the three gentlemen on stage will try to present these awards. So first of all, we'd like to invite, and I'm not sure where they're sitting right now, but our Project Ramadan, actually I know where they're sitting. Project Ramadan team, please come on up, guys. Brother Rams, join us as well. My sister, come on up. Actually, hold the applause till we bring everybody up. Muslims Against Hunger, we're very fortunate to have the team here, and in fact, we have the founder of Muslims Against Hunger America, Brother Samir Hassan is here. Please join us. He's around here somewhere with Brother Habib Sheikh. Come on up, please. Yeah, watch your step there. Pull back up. We'd also like to invite the Tybee Community Health Center. So we've got Kareen, we've got Anita, whoever else want to come on up, guys. We've got a lot of stuff to get through, so if you don't come up, I'll take it. We'd also like to...
The Toronto Police Services have always been a great supporter of Muslim Welfare Canada projects and have always been present and vocal in our community initiatives, and we are thrilled to have them be a part of the Muslim Welfare Canada family. I am happy to call to the stage Deputy Chief Peter Yuen from Toronto Police Services.
Well, thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests. It's extremely cold outside, but it's so warm in here because we're amongst friends and families. And it's an honor for me to represent the Toronto Police Service, to be here to say a few words of our commitment, of our participation, and most importantly, our partnerships with Muslim Welfare Canada. I've personally been at the backpacking sessions and serving meals on Christmas Day at the Regent Park Centre. It doesn't matter how long you've been a police officer, how long you've been a volunteer. Every time you do something good, it fills your heart, it makes you warm. And I know all the volunteers in this room will say the same thing. I heard from previous speakers about service, about kindness. This is what Toronto Police Service is all about. But we also realize that we need to learn from you. So I ask our officers to continue to participate and continue to form those partnerships with the Muslim Welfare Canada and continue to learn from the best of the best how we serve, how we treat people with kindness, and how to help the less fortunate, because we're learning from you. And once again, I want to say this, thank you for welcoming the Toronto Police Service into your family and into your world, into your volunteerism, into delivering goodness for humankind. So thank you very much and allowing us to be part of your program. Thank you.
Go in the middle, I guess.
Okay.
We would like to show our appreciation with a token for Deputy Chief Peter Yuen. I would like to now call back to stage for us to give out our next awards to those being honored for their support of our programs geared towards children in marginalized communities, both in Canada and internationally.
I want to thank the Deputy Chief for his leadership. It's been fabulous to have his support at Muslim Welfare Canada. This is a special part, actually, and that's why I wanted to do it, because this part really is about recognizing the incredible support that we receive from Toronto Police Service on really a myriad of programming, not just food-related for Malvern and of course, for Regent Park. We've got our 51 Division folks here. They're all going to be up on stage in a moment, so don't worry if there's any emergency, they were covered. They're here. And so it's wonderful to be able to share that with the Deputy. It's equally wonderful to be able to share that with Staff Superintendent Kim Yendel, who will be up on stage in a moment, because as many of you know, she started this program in Malvern with us back in the day in 2016 when she was Superintendent at 42 Division. And we've been able to kind of push through, so to speak, over the years. So what I'd like to do now is actually invite our Vice President, Muhammad Iqbal Ali, who dressed for the occasion tonight. He wore a tie. Invite him to the stage. Also invite Brother Gohar Bangash, one of our directors, to join us on stage for this segment. Thank you. And so folks, we're going to recognize a number of divisions that support the work of MWC. I mean, in so many ways, beyond food. But something that's really important to us at Muslim Welfare Canada is children, as you know. Children's a very big part of the work that we're involved in. And the Fill a Backpack program, which was started back in 2013, when we did 100 backpacks. And we actually we're going to have them on stage. We have an incredible volunteer. Her whole family has been volunteering in our clinic, in our programming. And she, in fact, is an RN. She's been in our clinic. Many of you know who I'm talking about. We're going to get them up on stage in a moment. So they actually started the backpack program together back in 2013 with the help of some officers from 42 Division. And it's expanded. This year we need over 2,500 backpacks for kids in need. And folks, it didn't just go to Toronto. It went to Gala. It went to First Nations, our First Nations communities across the province. So it really had impact. How about a big round of applause for that? So, Deputy, would you do me the honor of joining me on stage, please? Staff Superintendent Yendel, would you do me the honor? Inspector Keith Smith, 51 Division, would you join me on stage, please? So we're here to present a couple of awards to officers at 42 Division, 51 Division, and it used to be...
Dr. Joseph Ritchie is a leading provider of cardiovascular services as the Medical Director of Central East Regional Cardiac Care at Scarborough and Rouge Hospital. He is dedicated to long-term cardiac health through continuing medical education by community outreach in hopes of improving our care of our community. Now that is an introduction that needed to be heard. Please help me welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm honored and humbled to be here today and be part of this remarkable celebration of such great works over so many years. I had the pleasure and honor of knowing Major Abbas Ali and his wife for almost a quarter of a century, having met them nearly 25 years ago. And I have benefited personally and professionally greatly from their support of our community and the most disadvantaged members of our community. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about one of the areas where the Muslim Welfare Centre, or now Muslim Welfare Canada, provided valued support for our most disadvantaged patients with heart disease. We in this part of Ontario, Scarborough and Durham, have been pioneers, as was mentioned, in the prevention of heart disease and the assistance of people who suffer with heart problems to learn how to self-manage and recover and return to a healthy lifestyle. 25 years ago, we began one of the first cardiovascular rehabilitation centers outside of the university in Ontario. And over that 25 years with this group's support, we have now grown to be the largest cardiovascular rehabilitation center in Canada, serving now more than 4,000 patients per year who've had the misfortune of having heart disease and needing help for recovery. 4 years ago, the Muslim Welfare Centre made a generous donation to support our most disadvantaged patients, those people whose heart was damaged enough that they developed heart failure and had difficulty because of shortness of breath and therefore challenged in living a happy, healthy life. They helped us build a special component of our rehabilitation service for those patients with heart failure. And over the past 5 years, with that assistance and our wonderful staff and more than 150 volunteers, we have brought better care to nearly 1,000 patients with heart failure every year for the last several years. In healthcare, the most disadvantaged members of society, the elderly, the poor, often women, and those with disabilities often access medical services to a lesser extent than other members of our society. But I can report that this rehabilitation service, because it's not in hospitals, but it's based in communities, it's not run by doctors, but run by preventative professionals and more than 150 volunteers, has made huge headways in reducing that lack of access by our most needy patients. So in our region, all of Scarborough and Durham, we have shown through research with the Ministry of Health, and we're going to publish this year, that in our region, amongst those 4,000 patients per year who come to cardiac rehabilitation, there is no difference in the attendance by women or the poorer members of our society or people with disability or the elderly for that matter, which tells me that community service and access are probably more important than the procedures and high-cost things we do. And that the kind of community outreach that makes this organization so special is very important in our community as a whole. I can say that heart failure component, without the support of the Muslim Welfare Centre and now Muslim Welfare Canada's generous donation and staff, would not have achieved what it has now. And it it is a testimony to this kind of volunteerism that I'm proud that you could be part of and that I could support. I'd like to thank you all, and thank you again for inviting myself and my wife to attend today.
Next, we would like to call on Mohammed Iqbal to the stage. Mohammed Iqbal is the Vice President of MWC and the Secretary. A round of applause, please.
Muslim Welfare Center, as you all know, has been around a long time now, and we continue to grow, and it's because of our donors, our volunteers, our wonderful staff, and of course the people on our board that make sure that we follow the mission that we have for the last 26 years. So without our persistent effort, without your persistent support, we'll not be here today. So I'd like to thank you all for being here tonight, and of course it's been said already, and I'll just repeat it, that we are in the process of rebranding. The new name, or one of our names, is now Muslim Welfare Canada. We are still registered as Muslim Welfare Center of Toronto, but we are in the process of, as I said, process of rebranding. We are continuing to grow, and for that we need your support all the more. And hopefully that support will grow as well as it has with the years. Each year we see new volunteers, new donors, and new supporters, of course. And that forces us to come up or to address other needs that we see around Canada, mostly to do with food, but in many other areas as well. Our next thrust, inshallah, is in the area of senior support. We are trying to establish something to help our seniors, especially the aging population that needs consistent help or persistent help. There's a big demand or big need to support that population. We are all getting there, and inshallah, all of us eventually will be in a situation, or could end up in a situation where we will need a lot of help from others. So inshallah, we hope to give you good news soon if we are able to get that program to materialize. So hopefully next year, God willing, we'll be able to tell you some more about what we have accomplished in this stream or in this area of senior care. With that, I'll once again thank you all for being here, and hope you will enjoy the rest of the evening. With me, with the mic,
I would like to call on Brother Rehan on stage. That is Rehan Mohammed. He is the MWC General Manager. He is going to be giving away a couple of awards as well, I think 4 to be exact.
Alhamdulillah, we have a number of guests here, mashallah. And then first I would like to call Sister Jehan Mohammed from Islamic Relief and her team. Like Islamic Relief is a big supporter of Muslim Welfare Center, various projects, Project Ramadan, and our backpack program, and as well as Regent Park. So Sister Jahan Mohammed and her team, mashallah, where you are, I saw you somewhere. Islamic Relief. So, oh mashallah. So we have here Sister Jahan. She's not there? She was here, right? Oh, okay. Please. Okay, so just wait. From last, I have another award from last 31.
Please help me welcome Shafiq Bey to the microphone.
Mr. Poor is the title of this poem. two restless hands were digging through a large garbage bin. He was shuffling through our unforgivable sin. He was ripping those bags and kicking that bin with his bony legs. He found lots of leftover food and booze, a large container full of mousse. He threw away most of it. In food, he was not interested even a bit. I walked towards him, reaching near, ignoring my own hidden fear. I asked, "Do you need some money? Do you need some food or money?" He laughed at me without looking funny. He laughed at me without looking funny. He said, "I may survive hunger, but not shame. I am poor. I have no name. There is enough food on this earth to feed us all. There is enough food on this earth to feed us all. We are collectively liable when our neighborhood fall." In garbage bags, I have been searching for human emotions, so poverty may be blocked from getting promotion. Humiliated, I left that spot. For us, poverty is an embarrassment. It must be fought. Since then, whenever I pass through that street, I feel a human skeleton peeking out of that bin, offering me a treat. Thank you.
Please help me welcome Brother Qayyum Khan to do our thank you and closing dua. That's our closing prayer for this evening.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I begin by seeking refuge in Almighty God from the evil within myself. And I begin with His gracious name, who is merciful and compassionate. Honorable elders, esteemed brothers and sisters in faith, brothers and sisters in humanity, I greet you with the profound greetings of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Almighty God, choicest blessings, His benevolence, His mercy, and His guidance be with us all, now and every time after now. I would like to take this opportunity to extend on behalf of the directors, the helpers, all those who have made special contribution in whatever way possible to enhance and promote and empower this organization to reach out to humanity at large, to share in their problems and their difficulties. May Almighty God shower His immense blessings and guidance upon them all. I share with you a prophetic saying of the last of the great and noble teachers of mankind from God Almighty, Muhammad, peace and blessings of God be upon him. Simple words, but I think in my conscience how profound they are, how meaningful they are, and how assuring they are. It says, Irhamu man fil ard, yarhamukum man fis sama. Brothers and sisters in faith, brothers and sisters of humanity. We are all brothers and sisters. Be kind, be generous, be helpful meaningfully to everything and everyone on earth. And the provider, the sustainer, the protector, the promoter, and the partner will shower immense blessings and rewards to all those who tread this path. I close in His gracious name. Once again, I want to personally say congratulations to the Board of Directors and congratulations to all of you to have come here and to share with them and to continue to support them, that they will grow from strength to strength. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين يا رب.
May I have your name, please?
Yes, it's Craig Davies, and I'm with 42 Division, the Toronto Police Service, in the Neighborhood Division.
Okay, so would you like to say something about MWC, like Muslim Welfare Canada, about them?
Yes, with Muslim Welfare Canada. I've been working with them actually for a couple of years now in our community neighborhoods. And our service is proud to be supporters and to work alongside Muslim Welfare Canada. We've been involved in the backpack events as well as the Melbourne Eats program, serving our community lunches every week.
You guys do a great job for us. We are so secure because of you, because you take care of everything and we have no problems or something. We are so satisfied. So would you like to say anything about some message to the community?
Yeah, just thank you again for having us here tonight with the Muslim Welfare Canada. And again, we enjoy working alongside our community every day, and we look forward to continue doing that each and every day.
Okay, so this e-Awaz is a community channel. So if you want to give any message to all the Toronto people over there, anything from your police side?
Just be kind to everyone, and let's all keep working together.
I like this, be kind to everyone. That's very nice, very nice. It's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. I'm from e-Awaz Television. It's very nice to see you and meet you all. May I have your name, please?
My name is Farzak Ghatbi. I work at Toronto Police 51 Division, neighborhood officer in Regent Park.
Wow. Would you like to say any message, anything to the community through our e-Awaz Television?
Oh, absolutely. Well, thank you for interviewing us and supporting us in this program here. So tonight is the annual dinner for the Muslim Welfare Canada, celebrating 26 years of service to humanity, and that's what we're here. We wanted to service our people here, the people that we work for, our communities, and we've been involved with the Muslim Welfare Canada for the last 5 years. From 51 Division, and we started the Regent Park meals on Sundays, and it expanded to the Meals on Wheels for the seniors. So we actually hand deliver meals for the seniors. We understand sometimes seniors can get neglected, and we want to make sure that they're part of our community and they're not neglected and not forgotten. As the slogan says, no one goes hungry and no one goes unnoticed in our community. Everybody is important, and we're just doing our part and along with everybody else. And our part is very small. Everyone's doing great work, so we're just a little small piece of the pie, and we couldn't be happier and humbled to be involved.
That's so nice. That's so nice. How do you feel after doing all this work?
I feel fantastic. I mean, I myself, I'm an immigrant myself. So when I first came to Canada, my family, we didn't have anything. Back then, there was no Muslim Welfare Canada, and I wish there was one because I'm sure they would have helped us. So coming from those roots, I understand what it takes to not have anything, and then now that I'm blessed to have something, I want to give back. And what better way to do it with great organizations like Muslim Welfare Canada.
Pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much. May I have your name, please?
My name is Mustafa Popolzai.
And And where are you located over here?
I work as a police officer in Toronto Downtown, 51 Division, and I'm a neighborhood officer in Regent Park. So basically our focus is in the Regent Park neighborhood.
So how do you feel doing this job?
I love my job. I love my job, and that's one of the main reasons I try to volunteer with Muslim Welfare Canada, because their visions and goals are aligned with what we do as police officers every day, and that is just basically to simply put it forward as service to humanity. And if you really think about it, that's one of the things we do as police officers. We go out there trying to help people when they need us. Help can be in many different ways. It could be through tons of different things you could do. And Muslim Welfare Canada has chosen some tremendous projects to help the community, and we're part of it. As my partner mentioned, on Sundays we hand deliver meals to seniors who are basically retired or lonely at home. We go to them, we do a well-being check, we give them the food, thanks to Muslim Welfare Canada. We also serve food lunches on Sundays, every single Sunday for the last 5 years in Regent Park, to people who are homeless and they're in need. So these are just some of the small things that we can do to help the community, and we're proud to be able to have the opportunity to do this with Muslim Welfare Canada.
This is so good. We are so proud of you that you are doing such a noble, great job. That's good. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
May I have your name, please?
It's Haroon Siddiqui.
Wow, Mr. Haroon, nice meeting you. This is so good, and we are very proud of you. What do you want to say about today's event and what you are doing in this MWC?
Well, I want to thank, first of all, Muslim Welfare Center for inviting us, and appreciating the Toronto Police Service for all the support that we do, and both just in terms of community partnerships. That's pretty much it. I think it's a growing thing, and we're going to continue to work with the Muslim Welfare Center with all the projects. And
so what kind of projects you do?
So the ones that we were part of this year that I was specifically involved with was the backpack, the Build the Backpacks, which the Toronto Police Service supported, and also Project Ramadan as well. I attended as well.
So how do you feel?
How do I feel? I feel great.
Light or something?
It feels good giving back. That's something that the Toronto Police Service always wants to do, and they want to give back to the community, and that's one way to show that we're there to support.
Any message you want to give to the young generation, or boys and girls, or anybody in the community?
Yeah, I encourage the youth to come out. This is something that we do voluntarily. This is something that any youth can do as well. Show support to the community, and that's pretty much it.
Very nice talking to you, and we are really proud of you. Yeah. May I have your name, please?
So my name is Musleh Khan, and I'm a chaplain with the Toronto Police Service. Yeah, I've been doing it for about 4 years now. Yeah.
So what do you do?
So my role is to really support the police officers in whatever capacity. So if they just need somebody to talk to, or I can just lend some friendly words of encouragement, that sort of thing, that's what we're there for. And we are also volunteers with the Toronto Police Service as well. Yeah.
This is so good. Any experience you want to share that made your heart so happy, and your soul light? And you know, sometimes you feel so happy, oh, what a great job I did. You admire yourself.
For me particularly, I don't even know where to begin. There's so many moments with the Toronto Police Service. But for me, the thing that stands out the most is when I get a chance to really sit and have one-on-one time conversation with a police officer and hear their story and hear how many hours they work and the things they see and they're involved with. And just to be able to listen to them and say, you know what, we are here to support you as much as you support us, you know, and we can't live anywhere without you guys. So just always remember, and just giving them words of encouragement, praying for them. I think like that for me is the most gratifying feeling in the world. I don't think there's anything I can compare that to. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So this E-Awaz TV channel is a community channel. Do you want to give any message to the community?
So for the community, particularly the young people, We're here at the Muslim Welfare Appreciation Dinner, and it's all about giving back and helping those less fortunate. And really what I want to say to all the young people out there is that there is nothing in this world that is equal to or feels better than when you help another human being. And you only taste how beautiful that is when you actually do it. And so to be part of something like this and helping people in need in whatever capacity, there is no words on earth to describe that feeling. So I encourage all of them to do that. Make it part of their life.
That is so good. That's what Islam says. It's the human being. Help the human being. Doesn't matter what caste, what religion, what it is, but just help.
Absolutely. And even if we put aside religion for a moment, it's the human thing to do, to help people and support one another. So that would be my message to everyone.
That's very nice. It's a pleasure talking to you and very proud of you. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. अस्सलाम वालेकुम रेहान साहब, आपको बहुत 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 मुबारक हो।
जी वालेकुम सलाम, शुक्रिया आप लोग का, आप लोग आए हमारा इवेंट कवर किया और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह लास्ट 26 ईयर्स से मुस्लिम वेलफेयर सेंटर सर्विंग द कम्युनिटी हियर इन GTA एज वेल एज अब्रॉड। और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह सारी सपोर्ट आप लोग की ट्रस्ट की वजह से होता है, डोनर्स की ट्रस्ट की वजह से होता है, मीडिया जो हमारा माशाल्लाह से है, दोस्त हैं हमारे, उन लोग की कंट्रीब्यूशन है, चाहे वो इवेंट कवर करें, चाहे वो हमारी सपोर्ट को, हमारे प्रोग्राम को कम्युनिटी तक पहुँचाएँ। तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह लास्ट 26 ईयर से हम लोग की सर्विसेज डे बाय डे बढ़ रही हैं। कनाडा के अंदर 90% सर्विसेज हैं और फूड बैंक से लेकर शेल्टर ऑफ वुमेन का भी है हम लोग का, फ्री मेडिकल क्लिनिक है, सूप किचन है, इकाल विद इनोविक नॉन ओवर्ट, वहाँ पे हमारे प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं, फूड बैंक के प्रोजेक्ट चल रहे हैं। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ये सारा जो भी पॉसिबल होता है ये आप लोग के ट्रस्ट की वजह से होता है, कम्युनिटी के ट्रस्ट की वजह से होता है और कम्युनिटी की सपोर्ट की वजह से होता है। तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह उनकी जो सपोर्ट है वो हमें इनकरेज करती है कि मोर प्रोजेक्ट्स हम लोग लेके आएँ। तो इंशाल्लाह इन फ्यूचर वी आर ट्राइंग टू ब्रिंग मोर प्रोजेक्ट। उसमें कपल ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट जो हम लोग अभी सोच रहे हैं उसमें सीनियर होम का भी है, लॉन्ग टर्म केयर का भी है इंशाल्लाह। और बेहतर ये कि हमारी वेबसाइट पे आप कांटेक्ट करें, मुस्लिम वेलफेयर सेंटर। नाउ वी डिड रीब्रांडिंग, मुस्लिम वेलफेयर सेंटर नाउ बिकम ए मुस्लिम वेलफेयर कनाडा। तो थोड़ा सा हमें भी टाइम लगेगा चेंज करते हुए अपनी डिस्क तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह तो ये सब कुछ पॉसिबल हो रहा है। तो हमें मुस्लिम mwcanada.org पे जाके आप हमारी सर्विसेज चेक कर सकते हैं, फेसबुक पे लाइक कर सकते हैं और हमें सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं, हमारे प्रोग्राम्स को सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं।
आप बहुत ज़बरदस्त ये काम कर रहे हैं, इतना बड़ा काम कर रहे हैं कि शायद आपको भी इसका आइडिया नहीं है।
मैं तो ये कहता हूँ वी आर वेरी हम्बल and we are very like we can say like we love people trust and encouragement or appreciation, and we don't feel it. We tirelessly, I agree कि we tirelessly we are working and we don't see that things outside the box, but like we are working so hard। और ये जो encouragement community हमें देती है such a kind words like that, तो हमें बहुत और boost करता है। हम और इंशाल्लाह कम्युनिटी को ट्रांसपेरेंसी के साथ सर्व करते हैं, ट्रांसपेरेंसी के साथ हम लोग लेके जाते हैं अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह और पूरी कोशिश होती है।
थैंक यू, बहुत शुक्रिया। एनी मैसेज एंड में आप कोई देना चाहेंगे?
मेरा मैसेज तो यही है कि जो हमेशा से आरफा साहिबा, माजिद भाई डिलीवर करते हैं कि मुस्लिम वेलफेयर सेंटर को सपोर्ट करें, उनकी सर्विसेज को सपोर्ट करें और हमारी जो सर्विसेज आज तक यहाँ पे पहुँची हैं सारी आप लोग की सपोर्ट की वजह से। तो प्लीज़ कंटिन्यू सपोर्ट एंड डोनेट जनरसली। अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
बहुत शुक्रिया, गुड लक एंड ब्लेस यू।